right, welcome back to the show. You guys already know that our Fridays are never complete without fashion. Now, we have in the building Sandra Ugbomah. Now, she is the founder and creative director of Stitchesbyalex, a contemporary fashion brand committed to creating timeless, impeccable tailored pieces that inspire women to feel confident, elegant, and empowered. Now, through Stitchesbyalex, Sandra brings together style, functionality, and individuality, creating pieces that are designed to make a lasting impression for people or for women. We're super excited to have you here in the studio. How you doing?
Good morning.
I want to see how you doing. Just say, look at me.
I look good.
Just look at me.
Just look at me.
I can tell that you're beautiful.
Thank
Awesome.
you.
Happy to have you here.
Thank you.
All right, let's talk about the journey for you. Let's start from the very beginning.
Okay.
Tell me how it all started for you. Stitchesbyalex. Let's talk about that.
Okay, so it started out as a dream, kind of.
Yeah.
I started officially after NYSC.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
How many years ago was that?
I think 5 now.
5. Wow.
Yeah. So I registered for a training, that's a fashion training, for a 6-month course.
Okay.
So I was on for it for like 3 months, and then we started with COVID-19. So we had to like go back to our houses and all that. So prior before that, when I started, I got a sewing machine from my Alawi. I got a sewing machine. So because we were like sent back, you know, so instead of not doing anything, I started working, right? So I was practicing, watching YouTube videos and the likes. So yeah, so getting the sewing machine was like a plus for me, because if I hadn't gotten it, I probably would not take it so serious. So I started sewing, and I make for my friends, my family, you know, because we were indoor and all that. So after the COVID and everything, I was like, okay, let me just start up something. So I started making for people around me, and then I got my first client, and it was so sweet. He saw my work, and he was like, oh, he's definitely going to patronize me, and he gave me like a push to, you know, do better. And then yeah, so I started making casual designs and all that, and then I transitioned into making corporate outfits, like, you know, for 9-to-5 people and all that. So yeah, like I made my first workwear, and the reception was so nice. People liked it. That's the Lamide dress. It has like this black and white detailing going on around here. So we got like orders a lot, and people were like, oh, this is really nice. And then we made another workwear design. You know, it was just like that. So you know, the kind of engagement, the kind of people coming, I noticed that there are people that, you know, they are into 9-to-5 workwears and all those things. So I was like, okay, let me just transition to that. So yeah, so right now.
You said something I really like.
Okay.
When the COVID hit and you had to go back home, you didn't just stop there. You actually went back to YouTube, went back. And I think that shows some sort of, you know, level of agency.
Yeah.
How do you think learning on your own has affected your ability to design outfits? Because it seems like you must have found your own technique or your own way around it. How do you think that affects your outfits?
Okay, so because I am so involved in my work, it gives me so much joy, you know, having to design myself, because I sketch, I design myself. So more like having to involve myself in everything, that the designing, the sewing, the cutting, even down to fabric sourcing, you know. So I get so involved in everything, making sure that every fabric we get are of good quality, you know. So yeah, I think that has helped me a lot.
All right. Now, we are going to be looking at some of your models here. So what we'll do is we'll just bring them up and you talk to us about what they're wearing, all right?
Okay.
So let's have the first model. Let the first model join us on stage.
And we give a round of applause for this.
Okay. All right, so let's talk about this look. Tell me, what are we looking at here?
Okay, so this is the Temi set.
Okay.
It's a 2-piece set with its own detailing. So when we're creating this piece, I wanted structure, you know. I wanted women to feel very comfortable and confident in their, you know, in their style and all that. Also, we make sure that it comes in other colors. So if you do not want it in this exact color, you can get it in other colors. And then the pop of color on this side is just to, you know, make it a little fun, you know. And then the neckline, you know, not so serious and subtle at the same time. So yeah, that's the idea.
I really love this because there's a certain element of playfulness to it. It's like, yes, it's a corporate outfit, but you could wear this out for dinner sometimes.
Yeah.
Honestly, like I would probably be very, very excited if someone wore this to dinner. She seems,
you probably went on a date and then someone came in this. This would be really good.
She looks very
bag as
she
well.
looks very powerful. And you were right, actually. I love the pop of color there because sometimes the problem with corporate outfits is either too boring, too serious, or you just miss the point. But there's something very
amazing neckline too, by the way.
Yeah.
I think the neckline, the design,
something very
the design
current
with the
about
neckline.
this. Beautiful.
But I want to thank you very much, all right? So let's have another model, the second model. But while the second model is coming on stage, I want to find out from you. Yeah, why did you decide to go with corporates, into the corporate space? You know, is it because of the money or the passion? Be honest with me. Did you think, okay, you know what, with corporate, I'm going to make a lot of money with corporates, or you had this passion for corporate, or you just love the designs? I want to be honest. Just be honest with me. Don't worry, don't hear at home. Just tell me.
Okay, so like I said earlier, I didn't start like, you know, making corporate wears. I transitioned into making corporate wear. So I made my first corporate design, the lamide dress, and the reception was so nice. People liked it. And the kind of audience I got, so like people that, you know, are more into that corporate. So I needed to give them what they want. You understand? So and I actually enjoy doing this because it's very decent, very, you know, nice. You know, you can wear it to church, not just to work.
Love it. Let's look at the second model now. All right, so tell me, what are we looking at here?
So this is the Naya dress.
Naya?
Yes. You know, wanted to do something conservative, you know, not doing too much. You can see from the neckline, there's a short neckline around, and then when the model turns at the back,
I love the...
Yeah, so it has this playful thing going on, so it's not so serious. So the thing about my designs are they are not so serious. So it's not about showing up and then looking just like a boss. You know, you can still be very comfortable. You can wear this to a meeting and also wear it for a brunch date if you want to.
I'm curious though. What did you study?
Archaeology and tourism.
Interesting. I thought you were going to say something like architecture. You have a very good use of lines. Can you see it? Like,
it's giving like the wave.
And like the waves, the lines, the cut acrosses.
I mean, tourism isn't far from it.
I know. And archaeology. You went to dig deep for the good stuff.
All right, so let's have the third model at this point. Thank you so much for that one. And that's a great outfit as well. I can imagine the different like venues and events, and you can actually even wear it out.
Multiple use cases.
Yeah, in most cases. Okay, so what are we looking at here?
So this is the Jola set.
Jola.
Yes.
Where do you get these names from? Who is Jola, by the way?
I think people will like it.
Jola feels like someone told you, please put my name, one of your brands, please, one of your outfits.
So
use
most
my
times
name.
I like to relate with my clients.
Oh, okay.
You know, sometimes I could put up a design, I'm like, oh, what do you think we should name this baby? And then, you know, people would like, oh, should you, sometimes it could be while I'm sketching anyways. So the story about the Jola dress, the Jola set, is a 2-piece set anyways.
Oh, wow.
So I think I put up a poll on Instagram, and then I was like, oh, what kind of designs? We were about to release a new collection. I was like, what kind of pieces would you people want to see? And then we got like DMs and all that. So there was this particular DM that stood out for me. And then she was like, can you make pieces that show my tummy, something that will cover my tummy and all that? I was like, yeah, I got you. So we made the Jola set, and you can see, we're trying to make the modern woman look good, be comfortable in her body type and all that. So yeah, that's the essence. So it's a 2-piece, a top and a pant. And also the interesting thing about this set is that you can switch up your look. So you can decide to pair your pants with something else, and then the top too with something else. So yeah, that's
very versatile.
Yes, it is very versatile.
Beyond this, right, I think there's something important about what you mentioned. You said something about reaching out to your people and them deciding this. That's right. I think community is very important, and you're doing that. So tell me about the people this outfits are meant for. So like, who is your target audience? What's cost like?
All right, before you answer that, we'll just have all the models come on stage. Yeah,
please.
So go ahead. Just tell us.
Okay, so basically my designs, it's for every woman, right? The modern woman who wants to feel comfortable, who values style, who wants to feel confident in their look. So the idea is, even if you wear this piece, if you wear any of this piece to your workplace, you still want to feel comfortable. You might decide to stay back the whole day, but you're not so bothered about what you're wearing because, you know, you're comfortable. It's not choking you. And you're still very stylish too. You know, that is the idea. We just
So
wanted
my
style.
grandmom can take one of these, right?
Sure, why not?
Oh, I love that.
If she's very stylish, why not?
I love that. Very
right.
bold. And mind you, this also reminds me of one thing. I feel like corporate wear has evolved so much over time.
Yeah.
How do you think this tells that story? So, for example, like, you know, what corporate wear was like when you initially started, and what
Especially for women.
For women, yes. How would you say, you know, Stitches by Alex is trying to evolve what corporate wear is like in Nigeria?
Okay, so the view I had on corporate wears before, I felt like, oh, when you talk about corporate wear, you talk about suit jackets, you know, you're so serious, blazers and all that, you know, with your bag or suitcases and every other thing. But I just wanted something that is not, it's subtle, you know, doing a little bit of this and that. You're actually very serious, but regardless, you're still very subtle, very feminine, you know. So we were not looking at something that would just, you know, throw you off that bossy vibe. You know, we just wanted something that anybody can wear. A boss can wear it. A normal 9-to-5 worker can actually wear it and still look good. So, yeah, that's the idea.
All right, let's talk about pricing. All right, so what I want you to do for me is just name the different outfits that we have here and just tell me the cost each one would go for.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Temi set costs 42,000 naira.
42?
Yes.
Okay, not bad. All right.
Not bad.
The Naya dress costs...
That's the lady in the middle.
Yes, the one in the middle. It costs 35,000 naira.
35, all right.
And then the Jola set costs 40,000 naira. 39, 40,000, depend on your size.
It feels like people they've been pricing the team for days.
They actually have like a fixed price, so it's just depend on your size. You know, if you're on the bigger size, it's a little bit
But to be honest, I feel like those are very fair prices for the beautiful designs you're getting.
Yes.
And the incredible, I'm seeing the material used, and it seems like, you know, material.
How do you source for your material?
Yeah.
We source locally, you know. I will go to Lagos Island or Oshodi, just even the popular Tejo market. So we source locally.
Very sustainable.
Very
and do you have like
sustainable.
made-to-wear like outfits, things do you already have in store?
Yes, we do, but we are a made-to-order brand.
Oh, okay.
You know, yes, but we have few pieces. If you want like an urgent delivery, we have few pieces in few sizes that we could just deliver to you. Yeah, we delivered the package yesterday. The person just wanted it for an interview, and then we sent it out.
I like how serious you are about your money. Clock it.
All right, now that is all that we can take right now. Thank you so much for coming. The show continues. It's Wake Up Nigeria. We're going to short break. I want one too. I want one too. I want one too.
555.
All right, we're going to short break. The show continues. It's Wake Up Nigeria. We'll be right back. Let's go, guys.